I wouldn't. This is normally I think we have you want to put
I think we should just get a minister a little trailer right on site.
Thanks, Bob. Good to see you. I'll discuss a few things.
Anytime, you know that.
I know. Thank you, Bob.
Andy can't help you, but I can.
We'll straighten Andy out. Then
I can. Hey, Steve, how are you doing? Very welcome.
Yeah. Always. Listen, you know, you too.
Your worship, how are you?
Let's see what outside.
So we're all excited. Good afternoon, everyone. Bonjour, bonjour. My name is Rhonda Lenton, and I'm the President and Vice-Chancellor of York University. As some guests are joining us virtually today, I recognize that the land acknowledgement might not be for the territory that you are currently on. We ask that if that is the case, you take responsibility to acknowledge the traditional territory that you are on and the current treaty holders. As a member of the York University community, I recognize that many Indigenous nations have long-standing relationships with the territories upon which York University campuses are located that precede the establishment of the university. York University acknowledges its presence on the traditional territory of many Indigenous nations. The area, known as Takaronto, has been caretaken by the Anishinaabe Nation, the Haudenosaunee Confederacy, and the Huron-Wendat. It is now home to many First Nation, Inuit, and Métis communities. We acknowledge the current treaty holders, the Mississaugas of the Credit First Nation. This territory is subject of the Dish with One Spoon Wampum Belt Covenant, an agreement to peaceably share and care for the Great Lakes region. I want to begin by extending my thanks on behalf of York University to those who have joined us today. Chairman and CEO of York Region, Wayne Emmerson, Mayor of the City of Markham, Frank Scarpitti, Minister of Small Business Export Promotion and International Trade, the Honorable Mary Ng, our Minister of Colleges and Universities, the Honorable Ross Romano, as well as MPPs, Billy Pang, Logan, Kanapathi, Gila, Marteau, and Daisy Way. I also just want to acknowledge all the others who are here today. We are grateful to have several local councillors. We are also joined by Brad Gordon, Senior Vice President, Central Canada, Stuart Olson, Donald Schmidt, Principal Diamond Schmidt, and last but certainly not least, a York University student who's going to be speaking today, Hanaa Amir. I would also like to acknowledge that we have board members, senior administration, and friends of the university. Thank you so much for joining us. I am delighted that we are joining today to celebrate this historic moment for the university, for Markham, York Region, Ontario, and Canada. York's vision for a third campus in Markham comes from our understanding of the essential role that universities play in building inclusive, sustainable, and resilient communities. We know that 2/3 of all new jobs will require higher education. Universities must ensure that our cities, our regions, and our country have the future skills needed to keep communities healthy and economies competitive. In developing the vision for the MCC, we began by talking directly with employers in York Region about the challenges they face and the kinds of skills they need in their employees, both today and in the future. These discussions formed our plans to put job-ready programming at the heart of the Markham Center campus, focused on digital media, engineering and technology, entrepreneurship, new media, and communications, serving the needs of both new students as well as mid-career professionals who are looking to reskill as the labor market is impacted by automation, AI, and now the pandemic. By partnering with the community and industry, those programs will offer a wide array of experiential learning opportunities to help prepare graduates for a rapidly changing global knowledge economy. Being located in Markham and York Region, one of the fastest growing regions in Ontario, if not Canada, not only supports students who need to study close to home, but it will attract international students from around the world. The new campus will also facilitate cross-sector research collaboration on the pressing issues that we face in the 21st century. Universities like York are uniquely positioned to bridge across sectors. We bring together researchers and students, public and nonprofit organizations, the private sector and industries, all levels of government, and of course communities, to harness resources and expertise to address complex interdisciplinary problems like climate change, homelessness, and of course the economic and health impacts of COVID-19. We are also leveraging the new campus to expand our contributions to the innovation ecosystem of York Region through initiatives like Y-Space, an innovation hub supporting budding entrepreneurs in Markham that in the last year alone incubated 31 ventures and raised $5.8 million in funds for ventures that generated $3.1 million in revenue. And we will continue to deepen our engagement in the community to meet urgent needs, such as our collaboration in responding to PPE shortages when the university delivered more than 3,000 N95 masks to Mackenzie Health Hospital in Vaughan, 49,000 pairs of medical gloves to Humber River Hospital, and 1,000 pairs to the Bethany Large Senior Care Facility in Markham. In sum, when the doors of our new campus open in 2023, it will be a driver of positive change, supporting our vision and the realization of York's new University Academic Plan 2020-2025. It is now my pleasure to introduce Minister Romano to say a few words. Minister Romano is the Member of Provincial Parliament for Sault Ste. Marie and the Minister for Colleges and Universities in the Province of Ontario. He has also served as Parliamentary Assistant to the Minister of Energy, Northern Development and Mines, and the Parliamentary Assistant to the Minister of Indigenous Affairs. He was first elected to the Ontario Legislature in 2017, and he previously served as a City Councillor for Ward 6 of Sault Ste. Marie. Minister Romano, welcome.
Thank you for the introduction, Rhonda. In honor of the acknowledgement that we began with today, let me start off by saying Ross Romano Indigenous. My name is Ross Romano. Latin Dojaba, I come from Sault Ste. Marie. It's a pleasure to be back here with you all again here in Markham-Thornhill, Good afternoon. I'm very excited to be joining you all this morning, and perhaps I should say for Ms. Scarpitti, welcome. Thank you very much for having us here again. And I'm very excited. It's an absolute pleasure to be able to be a part of the ceremony today. I look back at the history of this, and I recall, I'm going to have to steer before I recall it was about a little over a year ago that I met Dr. Lenton for the first time, and we chatted about the project here. And certainly, there was certainly no shortage of advocacy at Queen's Park throughout our caucus with amazing MPPs that are surrounding me here today, and I just don't want to miss any of them. But our MPP Billy Kang, and we've got over to the right here, I've got Logan Kanapathi, and we've got Gila Marteau. I don't want to miss anybody here. We've got Daisy Way, amazing advocates on behalf of this community, and I know Minister Paul Clanburn couldn't be here today. He's in the House, but I know he's also brings his offers his regrets, and would have loved to have been here today. And between this group of MPPs, I can tell you, and Dr. Lenton, I'm pretty sure my phone was in need of a charge by approximately 1 p.m. just about every single day. So it's been really exciting this past year. And I remember the first conversations we had. I think I want to say that I remember discussing it with you and saying, you got to stay the course. You've got to stay the course. And there were times that there were struggles. There were times that there was real concerns about whether or not we'd be able to proceed with a project of this nature. And certainly as we entered into times that we still find ourselves in during this COVID crisis, the prospect of having this nice big piece of equipment behind me and this piece of land and having us all here together today for a groundbreaking ceremony, I know there was moments where many, certainly in the York family and certainly within this community, likely had some questions and some concerns and some worry as to whether we'd be able to proceed. But the amount of work that was put in by all of the individuals that I've referenced, and Dr. Lenton, Rhonda, if I may, I told you could call my cell phone anytime. You didn't hesitate. I appreciate that, because it was that kind of advocacy that brought us here today. And I recall it was several months ago, probably about 7 or 8 months ago, where we were chatting about a framework, and we discussed what was going to be needed from the provincial level in order to bring us to this momentous occasion for the region of York and for York University and the community of Markham. And you were an absolute champion to work with. You were always open-minded. You've always come to the table, and everybody here always has, to ensure that we develop a framework for capacity expansion in this province that made sense. That made sense for all of the people of our province, for the taxpayers, for the future students, for everybody here in the community. And the work that has been put in is nothing short of incredible. I'm very proud of the work that was done. I also want to give a mention to my parliamentary assistant who couldn't be with us today, Richmond, who also put a great deal of time, effort, working around the clock on that framework. And that framework, which many of you may hear the words framework, but it is momentous. It is a landmark occasion. York University, along with so many of the members of this community, and with the municipal council, there's our regional chair, York Region, Emmerson, who were able to secure this land. Substantial donations from the community, municipality, and the region in order to be able to make today a reality. The fact that the pinnacle, if you will, of the framework was to ensure that the capital would be covered from within and not through the tax base. The fact that you guys were able to pull that off, and we're all able to pull that off, it's just something outstanding. And it'll lay groundwork for future capacity expansion programs across the province. And that's something that we all as Ontarians should be very proud of. So we're able to deliver quality education programs that meet labor market demands and the most quality areas where the jobs are going to be today and into the future, to ensure that learners, students that be able to access this facility in the future within this region have options within their area, within their neck of the woods, to be able to get education. fortunate to be in an industry like this, where your job is to make sure other people find jobs. I don't think there could be anything better than to be able to do. And to be able to deliver this campus to this community in the fastest growing regions around, at 1.2 million people and growing, and to be able to dealing with the situation COVID that we are right now, and to be able to see the benefits that this project will bring to this community of upwards of $350 million in economic benefits. And it will create over 2,000 jobs, let alone the thousands and thousands and thousands of students, future entrepreneurs and leaders that will come through this establishment. So I'm very proud to have been a small part in this piece that brings us here today. But really the thanks is owed to you, Dr. Lenton, your team at York, to Mayor Scarpitti, Chair Emmerson, and all of our amazing MPPs from this region who have been working their butts off to make it a reality. So thank you everybody for having me here. It's an absolute pleasure, and I would like to now introduce a person who up to needs no introduction here, obviously in this community. I'd like to introduce the regional chair and CEO of York Region, Wayne Emmerson, who, as I understand it, has been doing this for approximately almost 2 decades now, and certainly knows how important this region is to a province, and certainly has been working very hard for the better part of good producers. So thank you so much for everything you've done. Thank you for the contributions. Thanks for making this a possibility today. And thanks for welcoming me into your other region. Chair Emmerson, please.
There? We good? Can you hear me? Perfect, good, thank you. Well, thank you, Minister, and it's great to see you again. And well, I didn't know you were from Sault Ste. Marie. That's a great town up there. City now or a town? I can come back. Today is an exciting day for York Region, York University, and the City of Markham. Just 2 months ago, after we first announced the development of the Markham Center campus, we join again today to take the next step in this academic future of our communities. Supporting and attracting post-secondary and research opportunities has long been a priority for York Regional Council. There is a shared vision for York Region and our partners. Together, we are strengthening opportunities for students and showcasing York Region as a destination of choice for higher learning. The best way to do this is through direct investment in our people, education, and our economic industry. Today, we bring this concept closer to home by connecting students and researchers with a diverse and high-tech business community. In 2015, well, it was a while ago, York Region committed $25 million to enhance education opportunities in York Region. Today, I'm proud to see this campus become a reality. Once complete, this campus will provide York Region students with even more opportunity to study and strive in their community. On behalf of Regional Council and the Regional Municipality of York, please accept our appreciation and sincere thanks for making our vision of our university campus in York Region a reality. This truly is another great day for York Region and marks the next step of an exciting partnership to invest in our people, the economy, and the future. Thank you again to all our partners and for your part in making this shared vision a reality for generations to come. And Dr. Lenton, I couldn't go without saying you were the leader, always have been, and it's because we're standing here today, it's because of you. I think you should get on the back row and get in there. Kenny, very well, you're multi-talented. Anyways, now the more important project could not have happened or been possible without the ongoing support of the City of Markham. Through the leadership of my good friend, Mayor Frank Scarpitti, the City of Markham is now the home to this New York University campus. Please join me in welcoming great Mayor of the City of Markham, Mayor Frank Scarpitti.
Well, thank you very much, Chair Emmerson, and I want to welcome everyone here to a wonderful ceremony that we're about to witness in just a minute or two. Certainly it's special for us, but it's fair to say that it's special for all of the GTA and certainly for the province of Ontario. And I want to say a special thank you, as others have, to President Rhonda Lenton, who really, her determination, her passion, her commitment, just didn't wane at all. And I just have to say, all the way through it, she kept the vision alive, and it's never easy to get a project of this magnitude to the stage that we're witnessing today. We're actually breaking ground and starting the physical structure. Minister Romano, thanks to you. Thanks to your parliamentary assistant, David Puccini, to Paul Calandra as well, who was an incredible leader and certainly a big supporter of this project, and of course the Premier. And I want to say, you've got 3 people of Italian background there, and one that would probably love to be an Italian if he had the chance. But anyways, thank you to the whole team. And of course, thank you to our local MPPs. I think they probably weren't sworn in for about a week, and we already met with them very early on, as soon as they became the MPPs for this area. And they all recognized the importance of this project, and I thank you for your incredible support. And I also want to say, prior to Daisy even coming down to Queen's Park, I don't know, President Lenton, if you remember, but she was part of our team when we came and presented to York when you were deciding where to place this university in York region. But thank you. Let's give them all a big hand, because without their support, this would not be happening today. And to Chair Emmerson, I want to say thanks to you and this council and the previous regional council as well. We all around the regional council table, before the decision was made as to which community would be the location for York University, we committed $25 million. And why? Because we recognize that no matter where university was placed within York region, it was going to benefit all of our communities, and in fact benefit many even outside our community. So I thank you for again guiding and steering the council to stick with their commitment until we saw this through to today. So Wayne, thank you very much, and I appreciate you being here as well. And I also want to say thanks to Mary Ng for joining us today, the Minister for Small Business and Trade. And I'll get to her in just a half hour or so after my speech. So just hang in there, Minister Ng. But I thank you for being here today. And I want to say thanks to our council as well. This project was approved with our last council, but I want to say thank you to the support that we've received from the previous council and this council. I know our local councilor here, Reed McAlpine, when you get elected to council, you got a project like this happening in your ward, you're a pretty happy camper. But I'd say thank you to him, and I want to say thanks to the other members of council who are watching us through the live stream. Because of the COVID protocols and the numbers for outdoor events, they couldn't physically be here today. But I just want to give you a shout out and say thank you for your tremendous support as well. And while we're mentioning members of council, I also want to make mention of Andy Taylor, our Chief Administrative Officer, and our senior management at the city for everything that they have done to bring this project to reality as well. And fair to say that it used to be said that York region was the only jurisdiction in North America with over 1 million people that did not have a public university. Well, thanks to everyone involved, that can no longer be said. We are home, in fact, to the largest public university in all of York region. So I appreciate everyone's efforts. And as others have said, it was just barely 2 months ago that we stood here with Premier Ford announcing the approval to proceed with this particular project, a project that will transform post-secondary education, again, not just here in York Region, but throughout the GTA. And back then, and others have alluded to it, not only is this area in the province, and indeed all of Canada and North America, one of the fastest growing areas in North America, but actually the demographic of 18-year-olds to 22-year-olds is projected to grow by 34% by the year 2041. That is the highest growth rate of that category in the whole province. And the other reason that it's a great location to build a university, and this is really a tribute to all of the families, to all of the parents and the hardworking students in our community. We're one of the most diverse, the most diverse Markham is, and the region, one of the most diverse in all of Canada. And it's amazing to see that there is a solid 60% of the graduates that come out of our high schools seek post-secondary education at a university, and that is much higher than the rate from other communities across Ontario. So it speaks to the importance of education in our community, and truly this is a place where this university will be welcomed because of it. And it certainly creates affordable education as well. Fair to say that this university will be closer to home for thousands of students. And when you consider that over a 4-year degree program, it could cost upwards of $25,000 additional dollars for someone to move away and get that university education versus staying at home. Fair to say that it is important to have this facility closer to home. And then the other little interesting part, when you look at the people that do have to go away, the GTA area actually sends 44% of their students outside of the GTA to seek that university education, while other areas of Ontario send about 10% of students to the GTA to get that university education. So with the high percentage of students that seek that university education, with the high percentage of kids that are having to leave the GTA and take on those extra costs, it truly is incredible to have this facility here. And I think something that the Minister and the Premier, while this project at any time would stand on its merits, one of the things that they have appreciated, it will be an important project for the economic recovery as we come out of COVID-19. It's construction projects like this, as was mentioned, that will create $350 million of economic benefits, create more than 2,000 jobs, and actually once the campus is open, it will also contribute $54 million annually to the province's gross domestic product. So, York University campus will certainly support the growing population that's happening in many of our communities across the region, particularly, as I said, that young demographic. It's perfectly situated right here in Markham Centre. This is an urban growth center in the provincial plan. Ultimately, right now, and with future growth projections, because we have new population figures, but right now, eventually there will be 40,000 people working in this area and another 40,000 people living in this area. And it was mentioned by the Premier when he was up here, literally just a few minutes walk from the Unionville GO station. It is a state-of-the-art facility. I want to say a beautiful design, and want to thank all the teams involved with this project, both designing it and construction. And I want to thank York University as they were reviewing all of their options to bring this project to fruition. One of the things I said to Rhonda was, please don't reduce this building in size. This is 5 acres of land that the city of Markham donated to this project. We donated it because we believed in it, but we didn't give you the backwater site, Rhonda, you know that. We gave you a prominent site here, and thanks to the tremendous work that Rhonda and her team and the team at York, they same size and actually improved some elements of it as well. As Rhonda said, this will be an area where kids will come here to undertake new programs. Programs focused on digital technologies, entrepreneurship, media, and communications. They'll also have, because we have over 1,500 high-tech companies here in the city of Markham, they'll also have the opportunity to learn from industry leaders in our community and work side by side in some of those corporations. So we have a rich, diverse talent. We're going to be building on that talent with the opportunities that York University will bring to this community. Benjamin Franklin once said, an investment in knowledge always pays the best interest. And as the minister indicated, this is an investment for our collective future. There is no greater return than the investment in education. It truly forms the foundation for future economic prosperity and a path forward. And I say thank you to everyone involved, to the members of council, to staff, to York, to all of the provincial officials, because our shared commitment to bring this project home has been truly an incredible effort. And I will say it again, Markham is very, very proud to have the first public university here in York Region. So thank you to everyone. And now I'd like to introduce Minister Mary Ng. And Minister Ng, you know, I know you didn't bring your checkbook today, but I will say this. She did bring her checkbook just last week and to help women in the ICT sectors, to make sure that they have those barriers removed and the support for women in tech. And needless to say, this campus is going to provide a lot of young women the opportunity to pursue those careers in tech. And I know that there'll be some other announcements that support what we're doing here at York and here at Markham Center. So please welcome Minister Mary Ng.
Mayor Scarpitti, thank you so very much for that. And good afternoon, everyone. I too want to begin by acknowledging that we are gathered on the traditional territory of the peoples of the Anishinaabe, the Wendat, the Haudenosaunee, the Mississaugas of the New Credit First Nations. It truly is a pleasure to be here with colleagues from every level of government, from here in Markham with the terrific councillors who are being present, but also online. It's wonderful to be here with you, Minister Romano, and with many of the MPP colleagues. We all call this place home, and it's terrific to also be here with Chair Emmerson, and this is truly a community. It's a community. It's a community gift. It is a tremendous project that I think it does bear repeating, worth repeating. President Lenton, your advocacy and your leadership and the work that you have done on behalf of the university, but also for the students and for the community here in Markham, bears a real incredible thank you. To be able to have and to announce and to launch a publicly funded university right here in Markham in your region is an incredible accomplishment, and I think we all are going to look forward to the buzz and the activity that is going to happen right here, and in fact in this surrounding area. I mean, the mayor thinks he's busy now. Wait. The last few months, though, I should say, has been incredibly difficult for Canadians and for people right here in our community, people who have been trying to keep themselves safe, their loved ones safe, doing their very best to work from home while caring for families, while many are continuing to be nervous about what comes next. And from the very beginning, the Government of Canada has made it our decision, working, of course, with our partners at all levels of government to be there for Canadians. So whether you're a small business or whether you are a student, whether you are families, working to help you stay afloat and certainly helping so that we can manage through this difficult crisis of COVID-19. So whether you're a parent caring for your children, a senior in need of support, or students adjusting to the new ways of learning, the President and I talked a bit about that, and I know you'll be hearing from one of the wonderful students a little later, but we are going to continue to be there for you every step of the way, and it has taken Team Canada and to flatten this curve, and as we start seeing the changes occur, we as Team Canada are going to continue to have to be vigilant to fight COVID-19, and I'm proud to say that we continue to work together as Team Canada to fight this pandemic. Initiatives like a $19 billion Safe Restart program to which we work with provinces and territories so that we can ensure there is a healthier and safer Canadians. And this is going to be the future site of the extraordinary York community. That is going to include incredible, vibrant students, and the students who are going to be the leaders of tomorrow. So during this pandemic, it's really terrific where we were able to provide some support to our students in the form of a $9 billion emergency support during COVID-19, so that they can be supported through this difficult time. And as we continue to work to help rebuild from COVID-19, it's really important to continue to invest in resilient infrastructure. We're seeing that here today. We build safe and inclusive communities, inspire innovative solutions, create a sustainable future for everyone. And I think it really bears talking about the local young entrepreneurs that are here, the businesses that are incubated right here at Vice-Space. Vice-Space has been operating. It is an innovation hub where they are addressing the systemic barriers for young people to start their ventures. And I was just at the campus not that long ago for the ELA program. The ELA program, it stands for Entrepreneurial Learning and Leadership Alliance. It's operated at York University. It supports the next generation of women entrepreneurs and the next generation of business owners who are going to create jobs and prosperity in our country and our region. It builds on that, the wonderful work that already is taking place right here in this high-tech capital that is Markham, that is York region, by investing in those women entrepreneurs, but indeed in all entrepreneurs. Your ideas, their ideas, they're helping to build that strong, competitive skills that is going to help fuel and grow our economy. And our government will continue to work with partners like York University, like our city. And this campus is really a testament to who we are as a community. We are a high-tech capital. I don't have to repeat both the job numbers and the growth numbers that the mayor and the chair already said. But this is an enormous ecosystem right here of tech companies, of growing startups and scale-ups. And they're going to foster not only industries of today, but help grow the jobs of tomorrow. And certainly it rings wonderful to my ear as both the minister responsible for small businesses, but for also international trade. The wonderful businesses that are going to come through here, the incredible multidisciplinary research collaborations, the collaborations that are not only going to happen at York University, but through the community of post-secondary, and certainly with those in the international fora, is going to create that kind of competitive, growth-oriented, both skills and prosperity and jobs that will continue to put Canada on that global map. And I think it is more important than ever today in the midst of COVID-19. Economic recovery is going to happen because of our people. It's going to happen because of the entrepreneurs that are going to be here. It's going to happen because our small businesses are going to collaborate and are going to grow, and not only grow here, but grow into those international markets to which Canada has preferential access to. So I'm thrilled because finally, as the member of Parliament for Markham-Thornhill, it is wonderful to be a part of a groundbreaking and to see everything that has been accomplished, certainly by York and by everyone in the community. And with this, I am going to call up my provincial colleague, the Member of Parliament for Markham Unionville, Billy Pang, to share some of his words on what is an exciting day here in our community. Billy?
Thank you, Minister Ng, for your kind introduction. Good afternoon, everyone. I want to start by thanking York University for inviting me to today's groundbreaking ceremony. As the MPP for Markham Unionville and a long advocate for post-secondary education and campus here in this riding, this is a pleasure to be here today to witness the start of this great project. To me, this project is also very personal. I can still remember back to 2014. I was not any elected official back then. I started advocating for the campus of York University in Markham. So today is my dream come true. It's great that the Ontario government is proud to support York University plan for a new Markham Centre campus. Our province colleges and university play a fundamental role in Ontario's economy and facilitates a greater learning environment for our young people to seek higher education. And as York Region is projected to have some of the highest growth in Ontario, we will provide students in York Region greater access to university programs in the high demand fields of technology, commerce, data science, and entrepreneurship at the undergrad and graduate level. The construction of Markham campus is also expected to generate, let me repeat it, over $350 million in economic impact and over 2,000 jobs for the economy, for the community. York University Markham Centre campus is not only great news for people in Markham and York region, but also for our entire province. Again, thank you York University for inviting me to today's groundbreaking ceremony. And on behalf of the residents of Markham Unionville, I would like to present a certificate of congratulations to York University. May I have President and Vice-Chancellor Rhonda Lenton to the podium. So I look forward to today's event, this groundbreaking ceremony. And now I'm handing back the floor to the President and Vice-Chancellor Lenton. Thank you very much.
I want to, with all of my deep, deep gratitude, thank Mary Ying, Ross Romano, Frank Scarpitti, Wayne Emmerson, Billy Pang for their kind remarks, but for all of their support. This project could not have happened without York University, our board, our senior administration, but also all of these folks. And York is incredibly grateful. At the end of the day, though, none of this would be happening, and it is fundamentally about students. And it is my pleasure to introduce fourth-year York University Health Studies student Hanaa Amir to speak about what this new campus represents to her.
Good afternoon. I'd like to start off by introducing myself. My name is Hanaa. I'm a current fourth-year student at York University studying healthcare management, and I've lived in Unionville for the past 10 years. I'm so excited about the new campus being built, as I'm very involved both in the York University community as well as the community right here in Markham. This past year, I served as a President's Ambassador for York University, high school, I often heard talks about a new campus being built, and I would have loved for the opportunity to study here, as it meant that it would be so close to home, and I could have walked or biked over. This excitement is shared by my entire family. My parents often tell my younger sister that this is the campus that she will be going to. My sister, who is currently in high school, can't wait to apply here and take classes. After graduation, I plan on pursuing further education, and I would love for the opportunity to take classes here really focused on entrepreneurship and innovation, which is something that this campus offers. York University focuses on experiential education and hands-on opportunities for all of their students, and that's something that makes our university unique. There are so many enriching experiences I'm provided as a student at York, and as well as the commitment the university has to their students and putting us first. I'm currently applying for my practicum in the winter semester, and my professors have been so supportive and have been so lucky to find me so many opportunities within my field. Students attending the new campus will have such a great and enriching experience inside the classroom and gain opportunities outside that are so valuable. I'd like to conclude by saying thank you to all the speakers before me, as well as everyone who made this event possible today. Thank you so much.
So much for those remarks. I'm now going to invite the platform party to join all of us for the groundbreaking. And as we have the groundbreaking, we're getting ourselves organized, I'm going to invite everyone to watch a video that we had prepared during the transition to the groundbreaking. And I think the video is over there somewhere. Okay, so please enjoy the video, there it is, and we will get ourselves organized up here for the official groundbreaking. Thank you so much. Thank you. Hello, my name is Rhonda, and I am the President and Vice-Chancellor of York University. I'm standing here today on the site of what is going to be our new Markham Center campus, scheduled to open in the fall of 2023. This new campus will be an opportunity to advance the teaching and research mission of the university and to help us intensify the already strong relationship that we have in the city of Markham and York region. Located close to downtown Markham and easily accessible by transit, our new campus will allow students to study close to home in a small, state-of-the-art campus setting.
The new campus building will create a landmark destination for York students and community partners. The unique building design with fully accessible campus landscape provides a strong visual presence for the new Markham Center campus. A limited green space, bird-friendly windows, and high-performance state-of-the-art construction will help lower energy demand while strengthening York's commitment to sustainability. 10 floors of highly flexible teaching and learning spaces are clustered around a dynamic, multi-story atrium. Large and small common areas are dotted throughout the building, providing spaces for students to study, meet, and collaborate. Natural materials, sunlight, and warm, stimulating colors enhance students' well-being. The multi-phase space, Indigenous Learning Circle, as well as enhanced accessibility features, create a friendly, welcoming
ready for this?
environment for the entire York
All right,
community.
I want a smile, okay? Everybody over here, I need a big smile.
Our innovative academic programs
You can
will
just a little
focus on
closer
digital
to stuff like
technologies,
that.
Gary, we just need to wait till the video
new media,
finishes.
and communications. They will give students the knowledge and transferable skills to successfully contribute to creating
When the video
positive
finishes.
change
So,
in a rapidly changing
you'll
society.
hear it, so just a moment.
Experiential learning opportunities, including internships and work placements, will allow students to collaborate directly with potential employers and community partners in the region.
While you're at it, keep going. We got a lot of shovels to go.
Look, see that nice style, nice style. Give me a pose, I want a little style with it.
Gary, I'll tell you when, because the live stream is a few seconds behind.
Students and contribute to the long-term economic growth of the city and the region.
So just another few seconds.
And the count. We're doing the count of 3. Oh, okay, on the count of 3. Everybody ready for this?
Hang on. Okay, we're good.
1, 2, 3. Let's try one more time. Let's do it again. All right, one more. 1, 2. Hang on. You ready, Mayor? 1, 2, 3. Let's try one more time. All right. Ready, Mayor? You can do this. Okay. Ready? 1, 2. What? Minister, you ready for this? 1, 2. Okay, where we got 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I got something. I don't know what I got.
What was your idea of doing? Let's see how many times we can get up to stop it.
See him. Except for the mask.
Okay, we're going to do a few more pictures actually momentarily, but I'm just going to close off some of the remarks. I want to remind everybody that before we know it, the ground that we are standing on is going to be transformed into an innovative hub for learning, for research, and community engagement. York will be helping meet the future labor market needs of local communities. We're providing our students with transferable 21st century skills that are at the core of future economic competitiveness and community development. This new campus is going to advance York's historical strengths and sustainability and inclusion, and make sure that we do not leave behind any talent that we need as we prepare for the bright future ahead. We are not just building a campus in Markham, we are building opportunity and we are building community. Thank you to those of you that are here, for those of us who are joining us virtually, and everyone who has collaborated in developing and executing this bold vision. I wish each of you the best for good health, and I look forward to celebrating the doors of this new campus opening with all of you in the fall of 2023. Thank you. Merci. Miigwech.